Hello, welcome to vlog number 11. I don't really know what this one's gonna be. I think I'm gonna have a pretty busy, chaotic week, so I thought I would just vlog when I can and we can just see what happens. Right now it's Monday. I wanted to tell you about the book I'm reading because it's so good, and it's called We All Fall Down by Daniel Calla, who is actually from Vancouver, here in Vancouver, and he's a doctor. Although I'm not sure if he's still a doctor, because that seems like a lot of work to be a best-selling author and a doctor. But anyway, local author, doctor, pretty cool. This is a pandemic book, so it was written in 2019, I believe. Let me just double check that. Yes, this was written in 2019, which is so funny to me. Like, there's so many pandemic books that came out in like 2019 or early 2020, and they just had like no idea that like it would become real. But this is set in Genoa, and basically there's a monastery that's falling apart, and a construction company goes in and knocks the building down to build like a big fancy condo. But when they do that, what they don't realize is they release the plague, like the original plague, like the Black Death, which had been hiding underneath the monastery. Our main character is Dr. Alana, and she is a specialist for NATO. Like, she focuses on bioterrorism. So she gets called in because they don't know, if this is like a terrorist act or like just a freak accident or whatever. And she's working with Dr. Nico, who's a doctor there in Genoa, and they have like a past relationship. And then there's a couple of other great characters too that come along. And basically, most of the book is them just trying to figure out how this plague happened and trying to contain it as it starts to spread. And it's really fast-paced and really intense. I also was looking for a copy of No Country for Old Men by Cormac McCarthy because I have never read that, but I've always wanted to. And I'm just like in the mood for older books right now for some reason, and just going through like all my old paperbacks to read. So we have a secondhand bookstore that's literally right next to our work, but it's usually super overpriced. Like, damaged, crappy books are like $13. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I could get this at Chapters for the same price for a brand new book. But the selection is amazing. Like, they have so many books. Like, check out the footage of just like 2 aisles. And they did have No Country for Old Men. So I picked that up, and it was pretty cheap. It was only $4, and it's in pretty good shape. But of course it's me, so I can't just go into a bookstore and buy one book because that would be terrible. Impulse control. I don't have it. One of my favorite horror books is the OG Dracula by Bram Stoker. And I really like to collect editions of it, and not like fancy new reprints, but like the old school ones from like the time it was published to like, the cheesy 90s ones. And I found this one while I was in there. And look, it has the movie cover. How cool is that? Like, I love this. So I had to grab that. And then obviously I collect Stephen King books, and I found this really cool cover of The Dark Tower. Look at that. It's like super 80s. Actually, when was this published? This cover, not Dark Tower. Let us see. Oh, this was printed the year I was born, 1989. How cool is that? Yeah. So yeah, grab this one. They were $4 each. And what I do like about that store, even though I hate how overpriced it is that, again, they have thousands upon thousands of books, to the point where the city keeps trying to shut them down because it's a huge fire hazard. But he just keeps sticking to his guns, and it's been around forever, and I'm sure it will always be around despite how dangerous it is to be in there. But they always have a massive collection of Stephen King books. It's always worth, as a collector, just to kind of dig through and see what happens. And this was at the bottom of a box because, again, this bookstore is so full. He literally just dumps boxes of books, and you're just kind of left to your own devices. And as I was heading to the counter, I looked down and saw a big box full of Stephen King books. So obviously I dug through it, and I'm glad I did because now I have this. So yeah. Mini book haul. Anyway, work is crazy busy, but I'm keeping a cool mind or cool head. I literally don't even know what the expression is to remain calm. But I'm just gonna do the best I can every day, because that's all you can do, and celebrate the accomplishments instead of focusing on what I didn't accomplish, blah, blah, blah. It's Tuesday. It's new book day. There was one book that came out today that I was really excited about, so I went to Chapters and picked it up. The new N.D. Weir novel called Project Hail Mary. Now, this is the guy that wrote The Martian, which I loved. This is his newest novel, and it is about a sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission. And if he fails, humanity and Earth itself will perish. I'm looking forward to reading it because his writing is really easy to read, especially when you're not a science person like myself and your brain just goes, nope. He writes it in a way that I don't feel stupid, which is great. And then I also picked up another Daniel Calla, who, as you know, I really enjoyed We All Fall Down. I finished it last night. It was so epic. This is his book from last year. Again, he is a local Vancouver writer and doctor, and this is actually set in Vancouver and is a thriller around the opioid crisis, which I guess I'm a little hesitant to read because, you know, that's a real thing. We've got about 4 people a day dying here of fentanyl overdoses. So hopefully this is like respectful and not capitalizing on that horrific and very real problem that we have in our city. But I trust it. So yeah, looking forward to this. Okay, quick update because work is insane. I'm so sick of talking to people. I don't want to talk to another human being that isn't Mitch for like 24 hours, but that's not going to happen. I am currently reading Jane Harper, The Survivors. It's Jane Harper's newest book. She is my favorite mystery author, 100%. She is freaking incredible. She writes like old school mysteries, but in a modern setting. Like when you think about like an Agatha Christie story where it's very complex, very intertwined. It's hard to figure out what the twist is going to be, who the killer is, that kind of thing. Jane Harper writes like that, but sets it in modern day. All of her books are set in Australia, usually in a small town. This one is exactly the same, and it is amazing. I think, what am I? I'm 174 pages in, and I started it 2 days ago. Like, I just want to read it. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to read this book. It's so good. So I'm pretty sure I'll have this finished by Friday, or maybe finish it on Friday. Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday today. So I'll probably finish this on Friday. And again, I'm only like halfway through, but I already recommend it because you should be reading Jane Harper. Her books are freaking amazing. If you love mysteries in any way, shape, or form, read Jane Harper. Okay, bye. Happy Thursday! It's Critical Role Day! I am in a good mood today. I had therapy. It was super awesome. Work has been busy, but not too crazy. I've mostly been doing interviews today, which means it's just a lot of talking. So, you know. I wanted to check in because I wanted to show you guys I finished my last journal. It lasted me about 6 months, which is awesome. Those big Disney ones, they last forever. So I want to give you guys a little tour of the old one, and then I started my new one, so you can watch that footage right now. I'm also super close to finishing The Survivors. I actually just read a part that kind of freaking blew my mind. Total twist. But I have a phone interview in like 3 minutes, so I can't keep reading. But I might finish this tonight. I don't know. I mean, it is Critical Role, so probably not. But oh, it's so exciting. I can't wait to find out what happened. It's so good. I also keep forgetting to check the mail at work because it's not in our office. It's in the basement. But Ursula was like, hey, I sent you something. You should probably go check it. And I went down and there's a bunch of birthday presents in there, which is really cool. But I wanted to show you what Ursula got me because it's really, really sweet and beautiful. And Ursula, I hope you don't mind that I'm sharing this with everyone, but you're amazing. So she got me this beautiful birthday card. Look at the unicorn on a swing. How stupid is that? I love it. And then these amazing pins from my favorite series, Throne of Glass. And then this gorgeous bracelet. And in the card, she put that it is a Valkyrie bracelet, which is a token to lead us back to one another, a Valkyrie wing for strength, and a shield to protect you when we are apart. Oh, it makes me so happy. It's from Court of Thorns and Roses, that whole series. She knows me very well. So thank you. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap up this particular reading vlog. Tomorrow's Friday, so I'll start a new one for the weekend. Hopefully going to get a bunch of reading done. I'm excited. So thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one.